Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In an ongoing series to get more clarity on where markets are headed, we are now joined today by Mr. DP Singh. He is the Deputy Managing Director and Joint Chief Executive Officer at SBI Mutual Fund, India's largest asset management company by assets under management of about 10.9 lakh crore rupees. नमस्ते सिंह साहब, स्वागत है आपका मार्केट गुरु पर और बहुत बहुत आभार आपने अपना समय निकाला ऐसे टाइम पर जब SBI म्यूचुअल फंड भी एक बहुत अच्छा इनोवेटिव अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ फंड लॉन्च कर रहा है. बताइए ज़रा हमारे दर्शकों को व्हाट आर द बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ दिस न्यू NFO दैट यू हैव इन माइंड फॉर SBI म्यूचुअल फंड, द इनोवेटिव अपॉर्चुनिटी स्कीम.
सबसे पहले तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका मेरे को यहाँ पे बुलाने के लिए. हमेशा खुशी होती है बिजनेस फील्ड पे आके बात करने के लिए आपके साथ. जहाँ तक इनोवेटिव अपॉर्चुनिटीज फंड का सवाल है, इसमें आई लाइक टू टेक यू बैक टू द बैकग्राउंड के व्हाई दिस फंड वाज लॉन्च्ड एट ऑल. एक्चुअली इज एन ऑनगोइंग प्रोसेस व्हिच कीप्स ऑन गोइंग. हमारा जो थिंक टैंक है कंपनी में, वो सोचता रहता है कैसे आने वाली जो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन ऑफ the winner companies, उनका पोर्टफोलियो कैसे बनाया जाए. तो क्योंकि आज के आपने देखा कि हर एक जगह पे चेंज ऑफ प्रोसेस, चेंज ऑफ the business model, the innovative products, new age products like if you talk about EVs, if you talk about solar, these are some new businesses which are coming up, which are going to shape up the businesses of tomorrow. और जब इन व्यापारों में लगाने के लिए ये नेचुरली ऐसा होता है कि इन व्यापारों में जो कंपनीज होती हैं, कुछ तो वो बड़ी कंपनीज ऑलरेडी होती हैं जो अपने एक पूरे जितना भी उनका व्यापार हो रहा होता है उसका एक बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा इनोवेटिव प्रोडक्ट से या चेंज ऑफ प्रोसेसेस से उसको उसमें अपनी इकोनॉमिक वैल्यू बनाती हैं. और दूसरी तरफ वो छोटी कंपनीज होती हैं जिन्होंने एक छोटी कंपनी के तौर पे शुरू किया, अभी वो लिस्टिंग में आ रही हैं. क्योंकि आपको मालूम ही है कि म्यूचुअल फंड में वी कैन डील ओनली विद द लिस्टेड कंपनीज. तो उसके ऊपर थोड़ा रिसर्च किया तो हमने ये देखा कि देयर आर सम कंपनीज व्हिच आर डूइंग वेरी वेल एंड विल आर लाइकली टू डू वेरी वेल इन टाइम्स टू कम because their thought processes, they are changing their focus on the innovation in a big way, and they are changing their processes so that their efficiencies grow. तो जब हमने वो कंपनीज को चुना तो करीब 100 से 150 ऐसी कंपनीज मिली जिनमें लगता था कि आने वाले टाइम में बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इनोवेटिव थॉट प्रोसेस, the more emphasis on innovation, more emphasis on change in processes to do better business with more efficiencies, अगर उनमें पैसा लगाया जाए तो उसमें लोगों का काफी अच्छा कैपिटल गेन आ सकता है. तो उसको ध्यान में रखते हुए हमने ये सारा इसके ऊपर किया और एक मॉडल पोर्टफोलियो बनाया जिसमें करीब आज की डेट में 100 से 150 कंपनीज हैं, उसमें हम लगा सकते हैं. और दूसरा हिस्सा इसमें ये है कि हम अभी पार करेंगे जो ऑलरेडी कंपनीज हैं, और जैसे जैसे नई कंपनीज को इनोवेटिव थीम के साथ आती हैं बिजनेस में, उनके IPOs में भी हम इन्वेस्ट करेंगे. सो एग्जिस्टिंग कंपनीज एज वेल एज forthcoming new companies with the innovative things, we will invest in those and we'll create a portfolio of tomorrow. Yeah.
Right, portfolio of tomorrow. That is with the aim that you have launched this innovative opportunities fund, sir. So I want to just get a little more understanding on this. So you're saying about 100 companies is what you will be looking at to deploy this fund. You've also mentioned in your release that over the next 6 months is when you are looking to deploy the fund that you garner within this period of, I think, till August 12 is this new fund offer that is open. Now help me understand a little bit more detail. You did talk about EV and solar. What are the key sectors that you will be choosing? What are the parameters on basis of which you will be choosing such companies which will fit your band? And also how much of the fund will be deployed in equity, and will there be also a debt portion?
No, first thing first, this sector agnostic. There's no particular sector. There's no EV or something. There could be any company, even a steel company who is having different processes and coming with the innovative processes to have a better business. Even that can be a company. It could be a consumer company also, which is using innovative means, or there are some innovations happening in that, which are people are grabbing, and where there's a lot of economic value which will come out of those businesses. Those will be also be added. So first question, this is sector agnostic. This can be in any sector. That is number one. And number two, as of now, we are saying that any company which is drawing at least 30% of the economic value by these processes or these innovations on ongoing basis, those will become part of the portfolio. Going forward, we'll take it to 40 to 50% and eventually to 70-80% as and when new companies keep on adding, because this is a fund which is an open-ended fund, which will keep on growing, which will remain there for infinite period. And so that's how we are starting like this, but will grow to the higher economic value over the period of time. Third question, that it will be 100, no 100 plus companies is the universe in which we can invest. The investment portfolio will be of 25-30 companies only. And moreover, these 100 companies, when I'm talking about the domestic companies, but there's a huge scope of going to international companies. And we have enough support system to get into the global companies as well. As of now, we are actually having some problem that RBI has not yet given the limit beyond 7 billion. 7 billion on the industry level is already invested. But we are not only hopeful but very confident that with the level of foreign exchange reserves which we have in the country, this limit will be increased very soon. Industry level as well as our own level, we are engaging with the authorities, and we are pretty confident that in few days or few months we'll have the limit to invest in the global companies also.
Right. Singh Sahab, this was the next thread of our question. In the global focus, will this be just US centric, or will you also look at Asian, South Asian markets, maybe Japanese equities, Chinese equities, where still valuation differential is far higher and better compared with the Wall Street and India?
No, we are not saying that it will be only US companies, but honestly speaking, most of the companies which are in our radar, and majority of them are in US only. And we have a lot of synergy with our joint venture partner Amundi. Amundi has their setup in 40 countries. They are number one in Europe. And we have the capability of taking the research capabilities. But as of now, we are initially will be putting in US companies, but eventually will go somewhere, many other places. And incidentally, let me tell you this, our fund manager of this fund who is there, he actually has been working in US for last 2 years. He was an advisor from SBI Mutual Fund. He was working with the Mundi US also. And he knows the universe very well. That's why he has been picked up to head this fund, so that domestic, in any case, our research is very strong. He has the exposure of US market, and we have the backup of Amundi network, which is very active joint venture partner of SBI to help us in creating a global portfolio.
Right. Mr. Singh, if a lot of first-time investors are watching you on our channel, I want to understand from you, how would you advise who is best suited to start to invest in this fund? Out there, of course, you already know, we have addressed on various forums of Business Today television as well, that there is a crisis of plenty when it comes to the kind of mutual funds that are existing, the schemes that are existing. How should one decide that it is the right time for me to invest in an, innovative opportunities fund by SBI?
So there are two parts of it. One, those new investors who are on the middle of their career and who are putting the money for the first time. So naturally, a thematic fund is not very suitable for them. They should go start their journey with some hybrid kind of fund. They should start their journey with multi-asset allocation funds, so on and so forth, and then move towards the diversified fund and then thematic funds. So that's how it is. But a youngster who is joining, who is starting his journey of investment, he can definitely start with their journey with a thematic fund like Innovative Opportunities Fund, for the simple reason that their time horizon is very large. They are putting money for 25-30 years. They are starting. This is a new generation fund. The portfolio of the companies which are there in the portfolio, they will understand these companies very well. From their point of view, I will say they can put 30-40% of their investable fund into this. This is for the millennials and Gen Z. But a normal investor who is already having a good portfolio of diversified funds or direct equity, they can put at least not at least maximum 20% in these funds. But for a normal investor, the other because of the tax efficiencies, because of the overall benefits, I think hybrid fund always be better than any other fund.
Right. Singh Sahab, it's a fact that a lot of AMCs such as you are also taking this opportunity in the market to complete or extend their menu of offerings to newer and existing fund investors, and of course thematic schemes are super hits. In the last 1 year or so, the ones on the defense, the ones on capital goods have done very well, and even in their young life they have given dramatic returns. How much do you think thematic schemes as a percentage of total mutual fund portfolio should occupy?
See, again, it depends. One is a huge country, the age profile, the involvement of that particular investor. But in any case, thematic should not be more than 20-25%. That's for sure. That's one thing I will always like to say that. But again, when you are coming out with the thematic fund, you have to understand that if you are investing a particular amount, there should be sufficient universe for that. You mentioned the defense. So the biggest problem with the defense sector is that the number of listed companies in the defense sectors are very, very handful. And it doesn't give you the opportunity to have a full universe. As I talked about, when we launched the Energy Opportunities Fund, we had a universe of 170 companies. When we came out with the auto ancillary, again, there were 120, 130 companies. Even in this Innovation Opportunities Fund, there are 117, 118 companies which we have shortlisted, out of which portfolio can be made. But if you try to go and make a universe of defense sector, it actually finishes at 2025. So that's the issue. So the universe, the total market cap of that theme, companies under that theme, that is something very, very important to have a look at it. So have a very long, satisfied, happy journey in the fund.
Mrs. Singh, I also now want to take your attention to what's happening today in the markets and to garner your views as well as to how would you advise, since you've been looking at the markets for far too long than our viewers as well and all of us. You're also our lucky mascot. You're already seeing some recovery in the markets already with your presence on the screens. We are now 600 points down, but 24,100 is back on the screens on the Nifty. But tell us, with the kind of global turmoil that encapsulated our markets right in the morning, and with the kind of newer challenges that is not our own that we are faced with, how would you advise our retail investors to look at what our what Ravi Dharamshi also put it very well, that we are collateral damage in the kind of market move that we have seen today? How would you look at it?
But I see the volatilities like this are part and parcel of the market. These will keep on coming and going. And actually, had it not happened for a very long period, we would have been worried. We are not worried about this. We are happy because this will give an opportunity to the fund managers who are always looking at that market is costly and they were sitting on cash. This will give an opportunity. Actually, this recovery could be happening because at the lowest level, people have started putting in more money. And the second good thing about our country is that most of the money, especially in mutual fund, is coming through SIP route. So people are entering the market at every level. They are averaging their occupation. So the loss to the investors will be minuscule. The people who are sitting on 70, 80, 90% of growth during the last 2-3 years. And for them, if there's a 5-10% correction also, they're absolutely happy with that. And the more and more money flowing into the coffers of individuals, and they are happy putting in more money at dips. So I take it as a healthy, but how long it continues, How percentage is a matter to be seen, but we can't be decoupled from the global cues. Our fortunes are linked with the fortunes of global markets. Today also, when I was talking, I said we'll be putting money in the global stocks. So whenever such things happen, our market or global market, there's an interlink. But yes, we have definitely have a benefit because our there's a mismatch of demand and supply. More and more people in our country are turning into long-term investors. They are shunning away from in a small way from F&O. And see, every Indian wants to be an investor today because we are very confident about this decade, which everybody agrees this decade belongs to India, and they want to participate in the growth story of India.
Right. Singh Sahab, there is no better person in this entire mutual fund industry than you to talk about the change that has happened within a span of 4 years. Somewhere post 3 or 4 months of COVID, one very important change that happened in the industry was that SBI Mutual Fund became the largest asset manager for retail investors, simply because of its reach and ability of people to deploy money digitally. Now, when you look at SBI Mutual Fund's AUM, what are the changes that have happened in the last 12 to 18 months? Are new PIN codes investing? Are tier 3, 4, 5 cities coming on your focus? I believe UP has emerged as a very big destination for SIP money. What are your learnings, sir?
No, see, first thing I would like to clarify on this part that UP is becoming number one. There are two reasons. See, most of the money is coming digitally. And when KYCs happen, KYC on Aadhaar card, everybody is having their native place address. And when these numbers are coming, that UP is number one, this may not necessarily be that people sitting in UP only are putting in money. The UP is the manpower supplier to the whole country, you know that. And they are having all sort of people, UP, Bihar, and then the people, whosoever is there, when they are putting in money, their KYC mapping is done as per the native place. So it is seen as money coming from UP. That is number one. But yes, UP is a very fast growing economy, fastest growing, and things are changing. And we as SBI Mutual Fund, we have a natural advantage that SBI is there in every nook and corner of the company. So no distributor, no banker need to sell the brand. Brand SBI is known to everybody, and brand SBI resonates with the trust. And this is something which is, when somebody is giving money, is on hard-earned money to somebody. So naturally, we have a natural advantage of being there with our name and giving see one of the best returns in the market. So naturally, we are lucky to have this parentage. We are lucky to have this brand, and of course, our teams have to work very hard to live up to the expectation of the investors. That's definitely an advantage to us.
All right. Well, it was great speaking to you, Mr. Singh. Thank you so much for sharing your wonderful insights on both the Opportunities Fund. I wish you all the best for this fund as well. And thank you so much for giving us that valuable insight on the markets and the way we are going to be seeing it pan out going forward. Many thanks from both Shell and me. And viewers, we'll wrap it up at that on this fantastic conversation with our market guru, Mr. DP Singh, Deputy MD and Joint CEO of SBI Mutual Funds. Wrapping up at that, but we'll be back very shortly as far as the closing trades on market today is concerned. So stay tuned with us.
Hello and welcome to Market Today. I'm Siddharth Zarabi and joining me now is Rajneesh Karnatak, the Managing Director and CEO of Bank of India. Mr. Karnatak, welcome to the show. Good set of numbers. Take us through the key operational highlights.